Hey everybody, I'm Rockin' Robbie Billups.
And I'm Brooks Gibbs.
And this is Pop Culture Philosophers, and today we're going to open this here Banshee action figure. That's right, everybody. We're going to open up this Banshee action figure because here at PCP, we love toys and we love to see them, look at them, appreciate them, then open them up and play with them. This is from X-Men Series 2, the 1992 line. It's a great line. Right there, it's got Weapon X, 2 Wolverine figures, Forge, Gambit, Magneto, others.
They kind of went overboard with the Wolverine and Cables in these.
Oh, of course, you know, just like they went overboard with Batman figures.
Yeah.
But X-Men Series 2 is one of my absolute favorite lines. I love this. I've been slowly collecting it up. Banshee is one. I got this not too long ago. It's been sitting up on the wall. Super excited to open this. You had this figure, right?
Yes, I did.
Oh, how much did you love the X-Men figures growing up, the Toy Biz ones?
I loved all those figures. I wish I'd have had all of them, but there were a few I never could find.
Yeah?
But I had the majority of them.
Yeah.
And yes, I did play with them a lot.
Yes, me too. I wish I still had all my old ones because I had like every single one of these, and it's just I'm rebuying stuff. Mm-hmm. But it's super fun. Anyway, if you are interested in this figure, seriously, check it out. It's a great one. This one's super fun. It's got a whistle in the back that you can do a sonic scream with. Yeah. And of course, he's got kind of like the Silverhawk thing where you open his arms up and he's got his cape or whatever. So you ready to do this? You ready to open it? How about you do the honors, man?
All right.
Oh.
Yes. Get out of that package.
Open it up. Oh, and it comes with a card, too.
Yeah, what card do we get?
It looks like Polaris. It's not a mystery.
It is Polaris.
It's not a mystery.
Whoa.
What? So the packaging, of course, is your typical comic book blister packaging. When I was a kid, I used to keep the cards. I would keep not these cards. I mean, I'd keep those too, but I would keep
the little back.
It's hard to get that off without. Oh, screw it. But I would keep these in like a comic book box, and I'd flip through them every once in a while and look. And at times, I would even cut these out and play with those. It's so silly, so silly. But let's get into this. Bam, super easy, and here we go.
No twisty ties.
Now, the thing with Toy Biz figures that I always found is you got to move the joints very slowly at first. Very, very slowly. So, let's get that up. Oh, yeah. Got that. Ooh, the knee doesn't want to go. Let's just wait.
Don't.
Oh, man, these knees do not want to go. Okay, we're just going to leave the knees alone right now. The arms are cool, so yeah, it does the little... These knees don't want to go. Not at all. And there's the whistle on the back right there. So that's super cool. Man, I love this figure. I think it's got great detail. I love these X-Men costumes. Yeah. Because it was at the time when they were all wearing those costumes. In fact, this Wolverine figure right here, that's from this series as well. It's Wolverine in the same costume. I like it when it's more of a uniform.
That's when they had the X-Men gold and blue teams.
This was right before that, actually. Well, at the time they were, but then when they had those costumes, it was right before it. It was Jubilee, Gambit. Even though Gambit wore this costume for a little bit, he still wore his little head thing. It was so weird. So the arms, the arms are not the greatest, but it's got this little plastic cape, not cloth. They eventually did one that had more arm articulation with a cloth cape. But when I was a kid, I liked this. I thought it was good enough. Those knees don't want to move. Brooks, why don't you try out the whistle? That is a weak-ass whistle. Yeah. Of course, because it has the whistle, it's got the hole in the chest. That stuff doesn't bother me as much as... there's so much articulation in figures now, like that. Sometimes they look weird, but that doesn't bother me. That is the weakest whistle I've ever heard. I do not remember the whistle being so bad. Is this defective? Like, does age ruin whistles?
That's just how it was. That's the sonic scream.
And that's what he has to do. One fun thing about Banshee, that's how he flies, is his sonic scream. So that means
that the sound effect was always scream.
Yeah, and so every time that he's flying, he's just non-stop screaming. It's just so weird. Man, these knees are not moving. So the knees don't really want to move, and I'm not going to force these things to move. I have no use to move the knees, so I may never move the knees on this one. Man, this is so bad. This is so bad. Absolutely. You got to know that this was probably Too Short's favorite action figure when he was growing up too, because he'd be like, blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. That's a really bad whistle.
Yeah, it is.
God.
It's not good.
So the figure is still just as cool as I remember it, except for that whistle. That whistle's really lame.
Yeah.
And the knees won't move, and I'm really nervous and scared to move them.
I don't have confidence in bending those knees right now.
No. So overall, what do you think? What do you think about the figures? Does it hold up? Is it still cool? I think it's the best Banshee figure I've ever seen.
Yeah.
All the other ones look really doofy to me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they haven't done a Legends Banshee, have they?
I'm sure at some point. I thought you're the Legends expert.
Well, I've never seen one, but there's a lot I haven't seen. I kind of fell off the Legends wagon for a while.
Yeah, I know there was a figure of him. They did a Generation X figure.
Yeah.
I remember that. And they also did a figure that was part of the giant size X-Men line.
Yeah.
And he was all like, whoa, and looked weird and always a weird face. But they abandoned the whistle gimmick. But back then, it was more important. Posability wasn't important back then. What was important was that the action figure had an action feature. That's kind of where the term comes from. But that whistle is just very sorely disappointing.
Yeah, it is.
Absolutely.
But I bet when you were a kid, you were like, awesome!
Yeah. I'm Banshee. Anyway, that's what we thought. We just opened up yet another action figure. More action figure unboxings and retro and new ones to come. We love these old Toy Biz toys, so be looking forward to more of those. Let us know down below what were your favorite toys in the 90s Toy Biz X-Men line, because there were some really good figures, lots of Wolverines, a lot of Cables, but really lots of cool figures. Even that first Deadpool figure was really cool. You know, you could put the swords in there. It was really cool figures from back in the day. So let us know what your favorites are down below. Please do subscribe. We do comic book reviews, movie reviews, all kinds of stuff like that. We also have a podcast and blogs. You can find all of that and more at www.popculturephilosophers.com. I've been Rockin' Robbie Billups.
And I'm Brooks Gibbs.
Please do like and share this video with all of your toy friend fans. Toy friend fans. Can never say this right. Anyway, we are PCP. Thank you so much for checking out the video. Catch you next time.
Hey, check it out, man. I think I fixed it.
Let's see. Heck yeah!
You're doing it wrong.